My name is Mike Fedowitz. I'm with Key Realty School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today our objective in this video is to go over an open box presentation of the real estate pre-licensing course for the state of Nevada that you've enrolled in. When we take a look at the box, you're going to have three major physical items inside this course: a reference textbook, a course workbook, and audio CDs. There'll be 5 audio CDs, 3 for the national, realty, agency, and finance, and 2 for the Nevada state law. In the pocket of the binder will be this document called Read This First. Now I'd like you to pull out your Read This First so that we can use that as an example when discussing specific elements in this video. The first thing I want to talk about are your flow charts. Now your flow charts can be found on page 8. That's where they begin. There's 4 flow charts, one for realty, one for agency, one for finance, and then finally Nevada state law, as there are 4 subjects that make up the actual course. The flowchart I'd like to discuss with you is our realty and personal property flowchart, which can be found on page number 8. What we're going to do is build a template format for your study with this particular flowchart, and I'd like you to carry that template over to the other 3 subjects. Once we turn to page 8, we can see that at the top, step number 1 is to read over specific chapters in our yellow textbook. Once we've learned and understood those subjects, we're going to go ahead and listen to the audio CD labeled Realty and Personal Property. Step 3 is to utilize the online videos and workbook to better understand the curriculum as a whole. We recommend over a 5-day study plan as presented at the bottom of that flowchart. Now, your usernames and passwords to access those online features can be found on pages 12 and 13. Be advised that these are 2 different functions. One is for online coursework, the other is for online practice testing, and they do have separate passwords. Page 12 is going to allow you access to the online coursework, which will provide access to things like the videos that we just discussed. The other item I'd like to discuss with you is going to be information about testing with the state of Nevada and with the school. Testing with the school can be done either through our website at keyrealtyschool.com or it can be done here in person. There's only one final examination that's required. All of the other testing that you'll find in your workbooks and the online resources are merely practice testing. The final exam should be taken after everything has been comprehended as one last measure right before you go take your state licensing exam. Taking your state licensing exam should be done after you pass the school completion test and receive the course certificate. Signing up for the state's examination, information about that begins on page 14 of your orientation packet. Pages 14 through 20 are going to include information about PSI testing services. That's the state designated testing center. Signing up for the state's examination is easy as calling an 800 number about a week ahead of time. You schedule it, you show up that day, and they'll print you out your results, at which point then you'll be able to go down and apply for your license with the appropriate documents. I hope that this information has provided you with additional guidance on how to study your course. If you have any additional questions, please give us a call at 800-472-3893.